right. That was Shaking It with Shay. And now we're about to get into the interview chair. So, I didn't force you to do this at the beginning of the show, which I normally do. So, you're already having a premiere experience.
Okay, I love that.
Could you please introduce yourself? What's your name? Who are you?
I am Emily Adelina, also known as 8008135.
Which spells?
Boobies.
On a calculator.
Period.
That's correct.
You just know it so well. I love it.
I was trying to come up with a jingle and I was like, 8008135.
You're like 13006550506. That's one of the best of all time.
Literally. Okay. So, we normally, for listeners and people who are actually physically watching us, normally I write in my fabulous DJ notebook, which was a gift from my mama. But we're just deciding we're probably just going to yap away, actually.
Yeah,
I'm going to give you some authentic...
Our flow is so
straight
good.
from the dome, you know?
Just fixing myself.
Straight from the dome. So, what would you like to chat about? Where do we want to jump in? Do we want to start with some of the fabulous things that you do?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about that. So, tell me about... I'm not even going to name them. You tell me about them, and then we'll kind of unpack what they are, why they exist, that sort of thing.
Love it. So when Shay and I both did Your Shot, an amazing DJ competition that I love, and there's been a lot of discourse around, squeeze me, how lucky and blessed are we to have such a thing that exists?
This is we'll take no Your Shot slander.
No Your Shot slander.
No Your Shot slander.
Exactly right.
About it. If you are intimidated by people learning how to DJ, then that's you projecting shit onto other people.
That's a you problem.
Literally.
And life's a mirror, baby. So
truly. And also, why would you care? If you are a well-adjusted DJ, why do you care?
Exactly right.
Well, how does it impact you?
Yeah.
By more people learning how to DJ.
Yeah. It's
You're in a different lane. It's a different thing. You don't have to get on a soapbox and be like, I get shit because of this. It's like, okay, well, nothing is perfect. And it's actually a really great way for people to fall in love with DJing and also
community.
Connect with the, music has so many therapeutic benefits, and there's so many people who love music, whether it's just listening to it, dancing to it, making it, DJing. Like, it's so beautiful that it's an art form that connects so many different aspects of musicality and also just like healing and joy. So if you're going to get on your social media platform and talk shit about, a group of people who are just trying to spread that for other people, come on.
Yes. There's room for all of us.
Yes.
And the fact that I truly don't know if I would have crossed that line without Your Shot, I'm just forever grateful, and 100%. I recommend it to every man, woman, diva, they, slay, and their dog and cat. Because, And so with that, the community and giving people platforms, because I believe there is room for everyone, and there is a lot of scarcity mindset also combined with tall poppy syndrome, which is a unfortunate but very prevalent thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to create safe, wonderful spaces to be able to help change the industry from the inside and out.
Yes.
Give more opportunities to female DJs.
Yes.
Give more opportunities to more diverse.
Yes.
More people that have, any sort of disabilities, but we call them abilities around here. Any beautiful women, divas of colour. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, we're out here to celebrate. And so I just loved that we were able to conceptualize this idea, and my lovely friend Duran, who I met during the competition, we conceived this baby together. But
you did.
Technically we did.
Yeah. In a mental space.
Yes, such a platonic way.
In a platonic mental conception. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yes.
You birthed.
We did.
Aftershock.
We did. And we learned so much, and we grew together as DJs. I've been so blessed to learn so much from him, and I feel like he's learned a lot from me. But through that, I actually realized that there was more that I wanted to give and create. And so conceptualizing Dreamer, which is my own self-owned, women-run business, and it's a whole thing called World Dreamer. And from what I learned with Aftershock, being in the business world the last only year, you learn a lot quite quickly.
Yes.
And you try to look forward, because I have been burned quite a bit in this journey of life.
Yes.
But I learned so much, but it does create a bit of a fear and a worry of setting yourself up for the best and avoiding future hurt, damage, pain, being taken advantage of.
Yes.
And with my beautiful trainer, Bruno, who I am forever eternally grateful to.
Shout out Bruno.
Bruno.
My trainer too. Let's go Bruno.
Yeah.
Bruno Nation.
Bruno Nation. Shout out to Algorithm Radio as well.
Hey.
Yeah, we love to shout out and celebrate others around here.
Absolutely.
There's no just keeping it all for yourself.
No.
Yeah, and so he very early on expressed, be careful because there will be people that will come and try and take what you have and will use you and, don't always take the first offer just because you're fiending for it.
Yes.
And so quite recently, I kind of burned my whole life and projections down.
Yeah.
Because I just recognized that I was just about to cry. But
That's okay.
I realized that I wasn't living authentically as me. Wow, I'm like shaking. But it's just been sitting on a lot and weighing really heavy on me because I've had to break away and choose myself so wholeheartedly. And I really did that before beginning your shop.
Yeah.
I put myself first. I got diagnosed with autism and ADHD, which really, really, really helped change my life.
Yeah.
And I think last year I was able to nurture my ADHD self.
Yeah.
But this year I really needed to nurture my autistic self.
Yeah.
Which needs a lot more time.
Yes.
To slow down, process,
Yeah.
help my central nervous system
Yes.
feel safe.
Yeah.
And things were going at such a fast pace.
Yes.
And also being picked up on by people that my intuition and my soul was saying, Emily, I think you need to listen and see if this really does sparkle for you.
Yeah.
And so I gave up some big things, but I wholeheartedly knew I've kind of got to burn this thing down to really build, because greatness is built in darkness.
100%.
Food is built in the soil.
Yeah.
I have evolved as a human and have gone into a cocoon and
as you need to.
Butterfly.
Yeah, and that's what you need to do. Like,
Yes.
The experience of life is you're not supposed to stagnate. You're not supposed to just stay exactly the same. And one of the things is to genuinely heal and be able to process and move through things. You do have to kind of do all the ugly stuff.
We were having the most beautiful moment about that before, saying that it's been quite hard to sit in the pain, the stress, the stopping. My goodness gracious, you go, if I stop, everything's going to disappear.
Yeah.
But in this industry, it's been so hard to keep up with everything.
Yeah.
And it's helped me reframe, what do I want to do?
Yes.
What do I love?
Yeah.
And with that, universe, I'm a spiritual person.
Right.
I said, what is serving me? What isn't?
Yeah.
And the universe goes, well, you asked for this.
Yeah.
You asked, I want to change.
Trying?
I want to have the best time. So you've got to let go of what doesn't serve you, whether that's people, business, your own stuff. And so you've got to work through the itty gritty things that we push down.
Yeah, absolutely.
And through that, I want Dreamer to put the M in empower.
Love.
And empower people in new ways to reach more community that reaches and feels really sparkly about what Dreamer is.
Yes.
Because the community needs more like-minded souls so I can feed and nourish those people with what I was born to do, which is help people.
Yes. And more whimsy.
Yeah, whimsical.
Yes. And like
full
joy.
creative control.
Yeah, and there's so much horrible stuff happening in the world. Let's just have a minute of joy.
People
put
get
on the
very
sparkly
upset.
thing. Like, let's just have a moment and be like, you know what? Let's just all get together and be a bit silly and listen to some music and shake our bums.
There is a very, very, very hard thing with people going, why are you allowed to be happy when people are suffering? And I got into darkness with that for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And I think that joy creates joy.
Yes.
And we can make the right people, for the lack of a better word, famous. Whereas there's a lot of people that have such traits that will just knock down people to get to the top, and our conscience can't really do that.
Yeah.
Whereas I have to consistently battle those demons of it's okay for me to take up space.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's okay for me to want to fight through the people that try and take away and are more, I guess, vicious.
Yeah.
How can I do that to get to a place to be able to make real change and get my voice out and help people more effectively? Because I think they want to keep us scared, quiet.
Yeah.
Nah, honey.
Not here.
I'm speaking up, and I speak a lot, but anyway, let's ask something else.
One thing I will say, just a reflection for me, one of the things that I have personally found so beautiful around Aftershot is your emphasis on accessibility. So essentially one of the things that Emily and Daron were really focusing on with Aftershot after your shot, and really spotlighting opportunities for people who have participated in your shot, and, you know, gassing up our gigs because we didn't know anyone and we were all really new and green, and we didn't really, it was such a great place to really highlight some of the things we were doing when we were having our first ever gig, or our second gig, or our first gig on a Thursday. Like, it was all a lot of firsts. But one thing that was really wonderful is to have your event promoted. There was a question around accessibility, and that was really good because it forced people who often would kind of say, oh no, I'm all about accessibility. It's really good because it's like, well, actually, let's put our money where our mouths are and make sure that every time we're posting something, we're asking venues. We're saying, hey, if I'm playing here at this time, what's your access like? What does it look like for people who are neurodivergent and might need another space that's a bit quieter? What's it like in terms of physically getting in and out of the venue? You know, we don't want to have people going in service lifts and stuff like that. Like, having those conversations, and it also forces venues and promoters and people who are running events to really think more critically around accessibility, and understanding that, you know, just because there technically might be a ramp somewhere hidden by boxes, it doesn't actually really fit the bill of genuinely being accessible for people to come and enjoy themselves. And that's something that I noticed, and every time one of my events was shared by Aftershot, which was fantastic, and so many of them were, I really enjoyed then going back to events and going back to promoters and saying, hey, what's your accessibility like? Like, what is it, you know, what are the options that you have? And then also questioning that when they're like, oh, well, we only have stairs. It's like, oh, okay, but is there a reason why? Like, what do you do if there is a wheelchair user? What do you do if somebody needs to access the venue and can't use those stairs? So there's so many things I could talk about with how brilliant Aftershot is, but I think your emphasis from the very beginning of that journey on, we're actually, like, unless you ask that question, we're not even really going to consider posting it. I think that's also really good as DJs and artists to think about things that are in the sphere of our control, and think about, you know, we can't always negotiate, you know, $1,000 per set or anything yet.
Well, not with that mindset.
Yeah, exactly. Not poo-pooing it. But I think one thing that is always in our control is, hey, what does this look like for other people? And I want as many people to be able to come and have a safe, fun, enjoyable experience when I'm playing, and really, you know, spotlighting that is fantastic. So I do want to say a big thank you for that, because it's quite rare and you don't see it often, really putting accessibility at the forefront. I think that's so clear with Dreamer HQ as well, and really everything that you do. It's very it's genuinely inclusive. A lot of people like to use diversity buzzwords, and also like to tokenistically be like, but we have a queer, or we have a black. And it's like, yeah, I mean, technically. But that's not really inclusive if you put them on at 6, or you put them as an addendum, or you don't really invest in them, or spotlight them in the same way that you might spotlight other cohorts. So yeah, no, thank you very much for the brilliant work that you've done with Aftershot and continue to do with World Dreamer HQ.
It's lovely of you to note that, and it should be something that is second nature, because for me it's just, I don't even, you know, saying thank you, that's lovely, but, you know, it's really should be something that everyone just automatically does, but without being able to speak up and do that and make that so obvious, you know, it can create change. So yes, more people and you noticing, gorgeous, and that's what needs to be done, everybody.
Yes. I would like to know, what is your dream gig? Tell me about everything that would make it feel bomb.com, because we're both very woo-woo and spiritual, so let's put it out into the universe that we're going to secure it. So let's articulate it here for you heard it here first on Shake It with Shay, so when it happens, you're like, oh my gosh, I heard that happen.
Dream venue is the Forum.
Hey.
I just think it's so whimsical and gorgeous, the stars on the roof, to be able to play there, and goodness gracious. But I think for a festival, Beyond the Valleys, somewhere I've gone since I was 18, supported, sold tickets to, really advocated for, brought people along to, adore the people that run it. I think I've done a lot of work behind the scenes for a lot of places, and I really kind of almost injured myself at how much I gave.
Yes.
And I think it would just be the most scrumptious cherry on top, magical full circle moment to play Beyond the Valley.
Okay, so you heard that here first.
Yeah.
If you have connections or are the peeps to talk to at Beyond the Valley, This is your gal.
I respect what you do. I would love to bring my energy to your space.
Can't wait. And also people who are linked in at the forum as well.
Yes.
Remember that.
Shout out to Alex Greco.
Hey.
I really respect him.
Hey.
He has been a big mentor and a friend.
Yes.
So I really want to give him a shout out. And I also want to give a shout out to Tamara, who is really involved with Thick as Thieves. I've always been very inspired by her, a female in this industry. So shout out to you, Diva. Would love to work with you too.
Hey, love that. So if you're listening, which I'm hoping that you are.
I was giving Greedy by Ariana Grande, but you know what? Ask and you shall receive.
Exactly.
Pure intentions.
Hey. Another thing that I wanted to ask you about, because you are a very multi-talented artist. You're not to say just a DJ, because just a DJ is also fabulous. Being a DJ is humongous, and there's so many aspects to DJing. Yes. My goodness.
Yes, just being able to play for my cats is such an achievement. I still give the same energy to my cats as I do to a full room of people.
Literally.
It's that or nothing.
When it's me and my plants, I'm like, okay, ladies.
Yes, and they probably, are they slaying the plants? Because they do love certain frequencies.
Particularly the ones that exist in my living room that are very close to where my decks are. They do look very robust despite how infrequently they are watered.
Do you think Peach PRC in her concert has been mixing and performing with putting her plants, like literally, you know how you can get beautiful sounds from plants? They actually make, oh my goodness, I'm going to pass out. It's so beautiful. She is so gorgeous. It's so cool.
Love.
You should do that.
No, I'm
mix with your plant.
Listen, I'm going to, when you were mixing, I'll be writing that down.
I got my emotional support water bottle always.
I know. Mine's over there. You can't see it.
Do you need to see it?
No. I'm going to power through. So, as a very multi-talented artist, you are a singer, you are a DJ, you are an event curator, you are a Queen Whimsy, you are a, really, I mean, you run how many businesses? Come on. Business owner, business creator, you generate ideas, you support everybody that is privileged enough to know you. You are you're a really wonderful person to be around, and you're a fantastic friend. But beyond all of that, you're also a bomb.com artist. So the question is,
oh my gosh, beautiful.
How do you bring other parts of your creativity and the things that make you uniquely you to your sets?
I always had this huge vision to make my performances a whole show.
Yes.
So you're coming to be entertained.
Yes.
Yes. And I would love to have a whole live band. I've always been obsessed with strings and the trumpet, saxophone. I actually played the oboe in high school because I had a crush on the teacher. I realised now my mum was like, why are you playing the oboe when you love to sing? You should be doing piano or guitar. And I did do guitar when I was little, but you know what? It's the ADHD. Pick it up, put it down, trying too many different things. But I see the vision also to have, drag queens on stage, a safe environment for children as well. And I love to make music, and I've been learning a bit more. I'm manifesting getting my own audio MIDI and mic to really be able to lock in at home, because at the moment I am needing some beautiful friends to help bring that over the line. But I love making music. I love performing it. And at my sets, I do try and weave in at least one of my own original songs and hype up the audience, include them, bring people on stage, because it's like we slay together. There is a lot about why are we looking at the DJ now? Music is really just, we didn't even used to know where the DJ was in the venue.
I loved that.
Totally.
There was a club. In the club. When I was in, sorry, I hate that this is going to sound like humble brag, but when I was in Uruguay, I was celebrating my I was in Buenos Aires. It was the night before I went to Uruguay to celebrate my 26th. And there's this very funky, incredible bar that's like down these stairs, and it's like a fake subway car, and you go through it, and there's this incredible nightclub. And the DJ was in this tiny little, you couldn't see them, but they were in this tiny little box right up in the corner. And it was just perfect. Yeah. I miss those clubs. And even like in Spain, I lived in Spain for a year when I was 17 and spent a lot of time in the clubs there.
I'm in Spain without the S.
Just kidding. Same sis. This retrograde has got us all.
This retrograde has been crazy.
We're all under pressure.
Yeah.
But yeah, in Spain, the clubs that I used to go to, it was all very wet. Who knows if there's a DJ? Like obviously there is a DJ, but there were these big kind of mega clubs, and you just couldn't see the DJ at all. And it's so lovely to have that being on the dance floor and just focusing on your friends and shaking your bum and stuff. But I love that the way that you're finding opportunities to weave you and your authenticity, and not only the music that you create, but also the like audience participation. As someone who's been in an audience at some of Em's gigs, it's really very unique and such a fun experience, and you get to know where you're like, all right, this is the song or this is the dance and this is what we're doing, and it's all just really wonderful. And I have to say, if my favourite Adelina song is Gotta Getcha. I rinsed that the last time I was in Southeast Asia.
You sent me videos of you in the water.
Oh my gosh. I was
gorgeous.
literally constantly like, hey, I just need a moment to glance out of a window and just be whimsy and wistful. I'm like, let me play that again on Spotify.
Yes!
Like, Em's going to set the tunes. Let me just chill out in the pool.
Oh, that's so gorgeous. I love to entertain. Ariana Grande is my favourite person on the planet. I think it's so powerful. There's been a lot of discourse around women only being commented on for what they look like.
Yeah.
I really do care very deeply for that woman's well-being.
Yeah.
First and wholeheartely.
Yeah.
But I've had a video that's gone viral, and the main comment around it is that dress doesn't fit you and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And so it's like women, the first thing is how we look, not about what we do. And it's like she's in this position. It's like, I'm worried for how people will be affected. Yes, but also that conversation actually can encourage.
Of course.
And also I do think, how about the fact that it's so powerful to think that could be you?
Yeah.
That's inspiring. It's not, I don't notice stuff like that. I think it's really special to just go, look at how powerful the inclusivity, the magic, the people, the emotions.
Yeah.
I'll never understand the pain around people being so cruel to Taylor Swift. That is a boss woman.
Yeah.
She's so talented, consistently working, work ethic beyond, creates so much happiness for so many people.
Yeah.
But there is, conversations, but it's like, can we just, for a second, recognize that we're commenting on the wrong thing here?
Yeah. And the thing is, we don't have to, I think the thing that's really important in a lot of these conversations as well is they don't have to be misogynistic.
Oh, exactly.
You don't have to like Taylor Swift. You just don't have to then attack her for the fact that she has a vagina.
Yes!
Do you know what I mean? You don't have to like Ariana Grande, but it doesn't have to be so rooted in misogyny, any of your critique of her. And that's something, that's across the board in politics.
There's a discourse across Conor McGregor, Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump. Hello,
Exactly.
You're barking up the wrong tree, dog. Wait, have you heard of dog jaw? I have it. Do you want to feel it? Can you just test it? I'm sorry. I had to. But seriously, focusing on the wrong things. Let's have fun.
Literally. Okay, so what are 3 key things that you know now that you wish you knew when you first started DJing?
Oh, one thing that I noticed recently that really crushed my heart was how much support there is in the beginning, and then all of a sudden it switches to hobby syndrome or just competitiveness.
Yes.
And I noticed such a shift on my page. Mm-hmm. Now, I actually don't likes. I don't hide any of my likes on my posts.
Yeah.
But there's conversations around me and how the likes are like, how does she get this amount? Anyway, long story short, I post for me, friends, and whoever else it sparkles for.
Yeah.
Obviously in this industry you need to be seen, and unfortunately we are producers, the editors, the mixers. It's very difficult to do it all ourselves, which also is something that you should be aware of going into it.
Yeah. It's not
how much work it takes.
Oh my God, yeah.
And it should be, and we don't need to be so hyper independent as women. It's okay to outsource for help.
Yeah.
I struggle at delegating, but I'm working on that. And that's been a big thing that I've learned.
Yeah.
But one thing that has broken my heart is the switch in support and community.
Yeah.
Therefore, can't beat them, join them, or create your own spaces once again.
Yeah.
So with Dreamer, I've created a beautiful group called Club Dreamer, and it's where everyone is in that group to support one another.
Yes.
You share something, people, if they have the spoons to do so, which is a beautiful neurodivergent term.
Yeah.
You can tap in and out. There's no expectations, but if you want to engage in people's posts, gorgeous.
Yeah.
But the content that I want to put out now with Dreamer, you should know things can evolve, and that's okay.
Absolutely.
My business model has totally evolved in where I want to go, and I love that. And it took sitting in silence and seeing the shifts in the industry to go, I want to reframe and post new, different content.
Yes.
And find a wider community that can be supported and believe in the brand.
100%.
Because things change, locally.
Absolutely. And just in life.
In life.
Yeah. And also, I feel like for people who are sitting there behind their computers and sipping on Haterade,
Haterade.
No, not really.
It's like no tea, no shade, only pink lemonade.
Hey, but also, grow up.
Grow up.
Get a hobby.
Like
go do something else. Like the amount of time and effort and energy you have to put into bullying somebody online or being nasty or sharing something to be like rude and mean. It's like, first of all, they're actually putting themselves out there and you're not. So
yes, where focus grows, energy. Where your focus goes, energy grows.
Absolutely.
And the more you water and I think give out, and then it comes back tenfold.
100%. And it's easy to sit there and be like, oh, I'm not going to do this because of that, and I'm just going to critique. But it's like, why do you care? If it's not actually directly impacting you, if it's not taking food out of your mouth, like it's impacts your ability to pay your bills or go to sleep at night, or like, it's just, why do you care? There's so many bigger things happening in the world, and so many other things you could use your time for, including colouring. You know, read a book, listen to an audiobook, play a logic game. I've turned into an iPad kid. But
you went like
a
Benjamin
nerdy,
Button.
Yeah, but like it's still true to my nerdy origins. So it's all about growing my brain and puzzle games. But hey,
gorgeous.
You know,
no, I love
put on some reality TV, and then. So from a sociological perspective, I won't hear any misogynistic crap about reality TV. Some of the smartest peeps, watch it because it's fabulous.
I love that, especially my autism. Like, it really helps me with my
social
cues.
Yeah, and from a sociological perspective, it's fascinating.
Yeah.
But yeah, logic games. Do anything. Just don't be mean. Be kind. Life is short. Bad things happen, and it's a pointless way to use your energy.
Absolutely right.
We could yap forever.
We could.
So I'm actually going to somehow try to curtail us a little bit. But really, we could just turn this into the Em and Shay or Em and Ad show.
I reckon.
Blah, 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 blah.
Be careful. We might have a new business.
We might.
You
never know.
Shake it with your titties.
Hey,
shake it with
shake your boobies.
Shake your boobies.
Hey.
It works too well.
There's so many things. Okay, so one question I wanted to ask you, because people who are watching will see you have a very fabulous t-shirt on, and I would really love to hear about your merch line. Tell us about it.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it is a very exciting venture. I've always wanted to make clothes, but also I have a lot of funny phrases, as well as I think quite beautiful vision for making things that are ethical. So the investment for me in making each piece is about $30 because it's not made in child labor and not exploiting an industry that so the return on investment, it's not essentially about that, but you're supporting a women's business and adventures and dreams, and I think that.
And can we also say you're supporting a woman who's neurodiverse, a woman who is queer, a woman who is brilliant, a woman who is kind, a woman who is fantastic. It's local. It's in Melbourne. As she's just said, it's not about exploiting people and trying to get a quick buck and using drop shift things and making it so it's like, it's technically only going to cost $4 and she's going to get this obscene profit. It's about making sure that people can look fabulous and fashionable, and not in a way that's inaccessible, because why should being fashionable and looking fabulous have to be something that only a handful of people can do ethically?
Yes, exactly. I wanted every piece to be adaptable to what people's interests and colours and vibe is. So then I can also make it high quality. I really want it to be a piece that you invest in that lasts a long time. I also have this cute skirt that has a cheeky phrase on the back, but it's fun. And there's so many more accessories. And it's just fun. It's playful, but I could make this in black with pink glitter. So I've got other things that have fun phrases. It's interactive, it's fun, it's playful, and it also is bigger, and I would love to be able to take it to a level where I can donate funds and reinvest it. But each piece I'm going to be charging $51. My lucky number is 511.
Hey.
And it's because the investment is a lot, but and then able to reinvest. And it feels like I'm really struggle at asking money from people. I just want to be able to give. But because of the investment and the love and the light, I want to be able to own that. This is the price of 2 cocktails.
Hey, 2 cocktails. You don't think twice about it when you're in the club. So, you know.
Thank you for helping support a diva's dreams come true.
Oh my gosh. All right. Is there anything else that you wanted to cover off on or talk about before we put our transition track on and we get you on the decks?
I really value sitting next to you. Thank you for pouring into my cup so deeply. And I just really value the connection that we have. This woman has been someone that I very much look up to and admire. And I have very, very, very felt very safe, seen, heard. You've been there for me in times of battling my own inner demons, putting the M in demons sometimes. So is the M in empath, whatever. But we feel things really intensely, both of us.
Yeah.
And it's a really beautiful thing to come on and I think have conversations like this. As we said, we're going to kind of throw the interview thing out the window and have more of a conversation.
Yes.
Make it more real.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of words and a lot of talking the talk as opposed to walking the walk.
Yes.
And there is some nonsense out there, but with us, we're not afraid to get into the nitty gritty. And I encourage people to do the same, have those hard conversations. There's some really, really, really dark things going on.
Yeah.
There's a king hit and they completely shut down a city.
Yeah.
Women are getting harmed. I know this is a serious topic and it's quite a dark one, but we need to be talking about it. And I really, really, really think men, please show up.
Yeah.
It's okay. We value, we really need it. There needs to be conversations around it. Enough is enough. It's been enough for a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak on that. So come on. Thank you.
Yeah. No, very, very important. Very important. I don't want to take anything away from that. It is really, violence against women is absolutely scrounge and an epidemic in this country, and we don't talk about it enough. And when we do talk about it, it's in a victim blaming context, and it's really important that we acknowledge that there's only so much of this that you can shift onto the people who are the victims in this situation, and that it is an issue with male violence. So it's something that also the solutions need to come from men, and men actively being involved, and not just putting it in the too hard basket and not supporting people like Conor McGregor and the likes, and cherry picking whether they stand up for something that is impacting every single person in this country.
Yes.
On that note, we're going to wrap up.
And I'm going to spin some fun tunes and get back to what life's all about, which is shaking it, having fun. Thank you for your time. You're fine.